Hey guys, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Let's get things going here. It's gonna be a fine time to be alive here in the old RimWorld. It's not, actually. That was a complete lie. Toblerone's in the hospital, and we've got a mech cluster close by that's about to wake up. But apart from that, it's a real fine time to be in the hospital. Now, Toblerone, Buzzkill, welcome. But Toblerone, talk to me. Because you had an issue yesterday where you thought it was okay to leave the colony. You just thought you could walk right out. Just walk right out the door. Toblerone says, I don't want to be a member of this colony anymore. Syringa, Crimson, welcome. I don't want to be a member of this colony anymore. I'm just going to walk away. Just going to walk away. What did we do with that information, Toblerone? We shot you and put you in the hospital. Okay? That's what happens to deserters, Toblerone. That's what happens to deserters. We shot you in the jaw, the torso, the leg, the femur. Not really sure what a femur is, but apparently it's part of the body. So all those things have been shot. Okay, because you thought you could just walk away. Gemily, Spikeable Girl, welcome. Rob, my vent guy's here, thank God. Yeah, Toblerone thought he could walk away. This is what we do to deserters, Toblerone. We shoot him in the femur. We're not even sure where the femur is, but we're going to shoot you in the femur, put you in the hospital, and convince you otherwise. Nobody leaves this run until I say so. Okay? Until I say so. Toblerone. And literally everyone else. Mo, welcome. Okay, so apart from the Toblerone desertion issue that we've dealt with by shooting him in the femur, shooting her in the femur. Don't worry, Toblerone, I was gender neutral before it was cool. It's because I don't care, Toblerone. I would have shot you there too if I had an opportunity. So we've got the old mech cluster up here. I've had some ideas about that. I've had some thoughts about the old mech cluster, and as usual, they're insane. Because I'm an ingenious, and the line between genius and insanity is an awfully thin one in my world, but I've had a few thoughts about that. First thing I want to do is turn off all of the sewing, because we're about to get into winter anyway, except the hayfield. Oh, we've done biofuel already. Well, neat. That gets us closer to actually blowing stuff up. Why don't you get going on everything else that we need? Keep going on medicine production. Okay, I'm going to turn back on the sowing in the hayfield, just to get as much of that as we humanly can. And then, apparently, we've done biofuel, so let's get a biofuel generator going. So this will be a good room for it. We'll put it up in here. It's relatively non-combustible up here. So production, biofuel can pop in right there. Not actually sure that we've got the room up there, but we'll see. We'll kind of get a feel for how that goes. Not the room, the materials. Excuse me, I didn't mean room. I meant materials. And we're gonna need a lot of trees for that. How much wood do I have right now? Well, actually, I've got quite a bit. I got 427 wood. That's gonna be fine. Hang on, coffee in my face because it's not there right now, and I need it to be. Bresme, welcome. You're all caught up. Well, then you're aware of Toblerone's desertion and what we do to Bresme. Let me explain to you what we do with deserters here in RimWorld. We shoot them in the femur. We're not really sure where the femur is. It might be part of the hip. It might be part of like the shouldery area, the shoulder like opulus area. We're not sure. But we've definitely shot him in the femur. Okay, and he's not happy. She's not happy. But she shouldn't have tried to leave. Nobody leaves. Okay, that's the new rule, Bresme. Nobody leaves. Okay, I will tell you when you can leave. You don't tell me. Hang on, I still don't have coffee inside me, Bresme. Hang on. There we go. Bresme, you should be shocked. You know, you've been around here a while. Nobody leaves until I say so, Toblerone. Walk out of my colony. I don't think so. I'm going to send a 13-year-old girl with a goth fixation and terrible artistic tendencies to shoot you in the femur. Which she did, by the way. Okay, the femur might be a leg. All right, so we're like 50-50. You know what? The leg is a big part of the body. It basically is 50-50. It's either your leg or it's not. It's the other part of your body, which is like the up-down part, the uppy part. All right, so it might be a leg. It might possibly be a leg. Speaking of chibi, how's your terrible art going? So you've done a deadly gazelle. Again, another very poor artistic endeavor. Image of a black pillar of rock surrounded by smoke and ash. Oh my God, kid, you are such a goth. 7 chimpanzees mill around uncertainly. A teacher appears near the main subject. The work symbolizes community. Uh-huh. Wow, you are such a 13-year-old girl. Portrait with baby 1. Okay, so this is fun. On this sculpture is an illustration of a fabulous pattern of black rays floating over a hamlet. Baby one sits near a sound. Wait, baby one sits near a sound, gazing at the sky. A group of onion-eating jays appear in the upper part of the image. Huh. Wow, you are so high, kid. You are so high right now. Where is Chibi, by the way? How high are you, actually? Not so much. You just have the bionic leg, and that doesn't really impact your ability to make decisions. Baby one on the throne, wearing the human leather beret. Okay, good. All is right with the world. So I wanted to get back to my insane idea, which is possibly summoning demons to deal with the mechs. Now, this is a long shot. This is a long shot. But can I actually do void provocation? Okay, I don't need any bioferrite to do that. I can just bang this puppy out. And that would, at bare minimum, get something coming this way that we could either do potentially capture and therefore get more bioferrite so I can do my psychic abduction, or if I'm lucky and the gods are with me, which they're not because I'm being punished for my sins like Prometheus, they might start over here. I should probably wait until the thing actually activates, but that's a long time away. We might be actually able to mortar that thing before it. We do need more dark rituals around here. We have a distinct lack of dark rituals. Rob, my ideas, I see you're leading with insane ideas. I would, politely request that maybe we lead with the positive. I love Dave's genius insane ideas, #geniusosity. Okay? Lead with the positive. We're a positive group around here, Rob. Right up until you try to leave, and then we shoot you in the femur. Okay? Nobody's leaving, Rob. Not you, not Toblerone, not Buzzkill. Nobody's leaving until I say so. All right? I got a 13-year-old goth kid who's high on drugs and has an assault rifle. And she's a darn good shot in the femorosity area. Okay? So, we need to get some biofuel going for a start. Make like a bunch. Okay? Make like 6 of them. And then let's just put it right next to the explodey bit is probably not my strongest idea. But we'll put it, say, down here. All right? And this is just going to be, clear everything. What's that called? Chem fuel? Chem fuel. Yeah. Just chem fuel. Critical that we only put it over here. Okay, somebody will get on that at some point. Duck, what are you up to these days? Are you high right now, by the way? Nope, you're fine. You've had a neural supercharge. The more people that get neural supercharges, the happier people are going to be. Polly, you seem to be the one with the worst problems right now. I know you want human meat. You want a neural supercharge. Well, good news. You can go get one soon. And you're not high. Would you like to be? Because I can wicked arrange that, kid. Just go have some smoke leaf. All right, just go have just enough with the I'm not high, but there's like a huge quantity of narcotics in the hospital. I know you all have crippling drug addictions. I am led to believe that one of the ways you could cope with a crippling drug addiction is by taking drugs. Therefore, putting aside the withdrawal symptoms. I don't know if it's a very effective way of combating drug addiction, but that's an option that you have. You could just go continue to do drugs. There you go, Polly. There you go. Right in front of Toblerone, too. Wow, that is just sticking it in her face. Polly's just saying, like, hey, how's the femur? Yeah, I may be sad, but I'm not stupid enough to try and leave. That kid'll shoot me in the femur. Hang on, coffee. There we go. So, Polly, you should be a little happier about that now. I mean, that's kind of the point of drugs, really. Yeah, you're high. You're wicked high. Colonists left unburied. Overnight, I had a bit of a think about the Marcus Lawn scenario, and I had another thought, which is how hard for us would it be to get, pretty hard. I was going to say the caskets, the crypto sleep casket. I'd need to finish multi-analyzer and get it installed and then go to crypto sleep casket. But that could be a solution. I can just pop them in a crypto sleep casket. That will definitely preserve them. So I think we might move on that. Once we get the, whatever the things are that we're doing, medicine production, then we'll go into multi-analyzer. Then I can get crypto sleep casket. And that will be it's a long way off, but it'll be somewhere to put lawn. Imperial waste dump. Okay, are you offering me anything good? A tech-proof, the tech prof sub-persona core. It's actually quite good, because I could immediately get the thing that I need in terms of research. I don't really have a spot for 171 toxic waste packs, though. Okay, I can make one. Hold that thought. This is basically full. I'm not going to fit anything in there, but I could build it out. I could build it out a little bit. Do I have any, like, what have I got for stone blocks? Granite blocks. Okay. No, let's do granite blocks. I do want to accept that. I just don't want to accept it until I'm ready to have it. So do like that and that and that. And then we'll, you know, we'll have a spot for toxic waste. And it has been 4 years. You're not wrong. Hang on, coffee. Martin, welcome, welcome. Okay. So get things moving on a little bit faster here. I think the mood issues are coming down now that we have the neural superchargers. People are a little bit happier about having their neural superchargy. I'd love to build some more, but I've only got the 5 components left. And that is not much. And I don't have the capacity yet because I don't have fabrication to make any more. Ooh, I was going to work on Baby One's bedroom because Baby One is wicked sad that I moved him. Justifiably so, I might add. So again, we had tons of granite. I think I'll have enough to do... How much cloth do I have? Can I do something out of... Oh, I've got a ton of cloth. Oh, then do it out of the nice carpet then. What's hideous? That one's pretty hideous. Baby One, we're going to carpet your room in a really, really nice carpet. You're going to love it. What do we need for drop pods? Quite a ways. What's the sticking point right now is the multi-analyzer. But if I get that whatever, the core thing, I can instantly learn it. And then I can go right into Crypto Sleep Casket. I can immediately get into that. And the neat thing is, when I accept this quest, they're going to drop that core right on me because I have fulfilled the quest. They got to drop their things on me. But in terms of the, let's send stuff to someone else, transport pod is up here. That's not that far away, but let's remember from Anomaly, every time I have to rebuild it, it was a ton of steel, and I had to stop doing it in Anomaly because it was just sucking up all of my steel all the time. It was a little crazy, actually. And then, speaking of steel, I really need to locate more of it. I'd love to start bisecting this mountain and seeing what lives in there, because there isn't much that we haven't already strip mined. I'm kind of hoping Chibi might come up with something tunneling through the mountain here, but no luck so far. Is there a little bit down there? What am I looking at? Compacted steel. Okay, well, somebody mine that out so we can get at the compacted steel. You can't get the stuff in the corner. That was a very silly thing to do. What is this? Okay, that's steel, and there's like just a blob of steel right there. So why don't we just deconstruct this? Just anything in there, just deconstruct it. What are the floors made out of? Slate. I don't really need slate so much. And no more steel down here. No, we have not got a very good map. Chimirna, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. So, just so we're clear, Chimirna, or Tamaru, whichever you like, nobody's allowed to leave. Okay? If you leave, you get shot in the femur. The royal host, given another chance. Okay, the high stellar. Yeah, I can't take this. I mean, I literally can't take it. I don't have the requirements. We don't have a colonist that's an Archon. And we don't have free bedrooms. And I'd also need a completely... Well, I'd need a new throne. Not necessarily a new throne room. But I'd need a new throne. And I'd probably have to punch this out bigger to make it... Well, bigger, frankly, to accommodate another throne in there. So, good to know that quest exists, but I absolutely cannot do anything with it right now. The Constructo bots are working on my walls up here. Toblerone is ready to do some things. When you get up, are you going to be, like, chill with us, dude? I don't want to see any more escape attempts. I don't want to see anything like that. Portia, welcome, welcome, welcome. Because we're not into that, Toblerone. Nobody's leaving. Nobody gets to walk away from this colony. If you go out feet first, Toblerone. Okay, like everyone else that's up in here. And a few people that are in the freezer. And I'm going to tell you right now, Toblerone, we're not putting you in the freezer. You're okay, but actually, you are okay. You have a good broad degree of skills here, but not enough for me to keep you in a freezer. It's just not worth it. We'll just eat you. We'll just go ahead and eat you. Are we out of bills to make high-grade narcotics? Because that's no good. No, we still got a few left in there. We still got a few kicking around. Okay. Chibi, do you want to keep working on some terrible, terrible art? Yeah, make some more small sculptures. I mean, you're only going to get better at it. You love doing it. How are you on that, either? Are you getting a little bit better? Yeah, you know what? You're actually up to Artistic 5. That's not bad. That's pretty good for a terrible 13-year-old goth artist. Okay. So, Chemfuel's coming in. Great. So, let's start making some shells. Shall we? So, why have we never made this prosthetic leg? Of course, the shells are going to take steel. So okay, it's only 15 steel, though. I can bang those out. So try to make like 10 of those. And I'll see if I can locate literally any more steel at this point. I don't know where I'm going to pull that from. But anywhere at all would be great. I have no idea what I planned this room for. It might have been like Baby One's new bedroom. I don't genuinely remember. This is done, and Villa has locked herself in. Well done, Villa. You have locked yourself into what will be the new freezer. Good job, Villa. Great job, kid. If you could maybe... You know what? You'll be fine in there for a while. You'll be fine. This is fine. I know, Gemily. Toblerone was the sole colonist keeping the place alive. Everybody was leaning on Toblerone. And then what did Toblerone say? I want to leave. No. No. Nobody leaves unless it's in a body bag or in another colonist's stomach. That is an acceptable path for exit, too. I see Toblerone is back in bed. Boy, we shot you a bunch of times. Just so many times. Apparently, I put the party spot in the hospital. I'm fun like that. I like it when I'm fun. I put the party spot in the middle. Well, that is where all the drugs are, I guess. So, I don't know what I was going to make this room into, but I'm just going to smooth the walls anyway. Because I clearly had some kind of plan for this. I'm not really sure what it was. Maybe gene splicing. We could start ripping genes out of people's bodies. We haven't done that yet. Okay, Toblerone is fully healed. How's your, like, general mood here? You want a neural supercharge. You want human meat. I want human meat, kid. You're ravenously hungry. I assume you're going to kind of deal with that right now. Yeah, you are dealing with that right now. Good. Okay, there's a quantity of food available. What things... Okay, so the turkeys are down below the no-mech zone. Let's just get those taken out. Maybe something will wander through our trap corridor. You know what would be great right now? Would be a giant raid. Just a huge raid coming in. That would be fantastic. Ooh, I haven't done a spot to put our shells. I should probably do that. What have I got left? Again, more granite. Okay, so let's just do a granite wall. We'll just do kind of something small here. Like that, and like that, and that. Okay, and then just a regular door can go in here. Not enough stored. Oh, wow, we did just blow through all of our wood, didn't we? Okay, I can cope with that. There's plenty of areas that are not in the no-mech zone. Where are the mechs assigned? The Agrahans are in no-mech. Okay, good. So they can go up there. So they can go up there. Good. What was my plan? Oh, yeah, this. And then the shells can go over here. Okay, so... Any mortar shells, clear all of that. What is that under? Manufactured mortar shells. Yes, all mortar shells can go over there. What do you... Oh, Ozcan's gone berserk again. Can somebody go free Villa? Villa's gonna die in there, you know that, right? Ozcan... Where is Ozcan? Where are you? Why are you up in the freezer? Oh, you already escaped. You already busted down the door. And you're dead. Okay, I feel like I've missed some things here, kids. I feel while I was building my mortar shell house, things have happened. Things have happened. Ozcan apparently went nuts, got killed, and then put in the freezer. I'm not 100% how any of that happened. Duck, can you kind of fill me in here? Okay, somebody's going to have to go back and actually watch that, because I don't know how... I see the prison door is broken. I see this door is broken. Obviously, Ozcan went for a weapon. I'm going to assume that Chibi took time out from her terrible 13-year-old goth art, spun around, shot him a few times in the femur, And then he sort of limped away. You can see the blood here. This is like putting together a murder mystery. So you can see where the blood stains are here. That I believe my cleaning bot is cleaning up right now. Cleaning up evidence of a crime. Good job. And then somebody lumped him into the freezer to be eaten. I should pay attention more. We can't actually kidnap anyone because we don't have we don't have enough bioferrite. So skip abduction costs bioferrite. I do not have enough of it. Okay, I simply don't. It's a non-starter. I just don't have the materials to do it. However, what we can do without any bioferrite is just fire off a void provocation, and that way something will happen. Something will appear. Hopefully not a revenant. Something will appear. If I am lucky, it might actually appear up near the mech cluster. That'd be great. And if it doesn't, we might be able to take it prisoner and then put it in our little demon holding cell, and then that way we can actually study it for more bioferrite. So, apart from the murder mystery that's going, where is Angela Lansbury when you need her? Is she dead? She's dead, right? I'm pretty sure she's dead. She's got to be dead. So, just piecing that together again. He breaks out of prison. He breaks into the armory. I'm going to again presume that Chibi sighed, as a 13-year-old goth girl would do. Sighed, rolled her eyes, picked up her assault rifle, her charge rifle, turned around, shot him in the femur. He limped away, bloodied, but didn't make it. He collapsed and died, and then somebody hauled him into the freezer to be eaten later. Well, I think that seems to have resolved itself. I think that problem has resolved itself. Alicia, welcome, welcome, welcome. I didn't really need to chip in on that at all. Great, good. Okay, so we'll eat him. That'll cheer some people up who are looking for human meat. And again, I really need somebody to break Villa out, like literally anyone. Chibi, can you just go prioritize deconstructing that, please? Villa has locked herself into the new toxic waste dump. No, we're not messing with spines anymore. We're never doing that again. So when people kind of get up in the morning, we're going to summon demons from hell and just kind of see what happens. Just kind of see what happens. You know, maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. Hey, I don't know. Major break risk. Villa, you locked yourself in. I'm not surprised you're having a major break risk. I'm not surprised at all. I can at least start to get this going. So let's expand the zone like that. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and accept, what was the toxic waste dump? There we go. And we'll accept it for this, just for that. Because then I can get moving on some other things here, although that was a lot of money. That was a lot of money that I just turned down there. Power seems to be a little wibbly. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was just the sun lamp going on. Okay, because it's that time of day, isn't it? So, okay, there's all my stuff. That's exactly what I was waiting for. Okay, hold that thought. Wait till somebody actually starts researching. And I think Polly usually does that. I think Polly's my ace researcher these days. Wow, I am sweaty. Not in a fun, positive way either. It's just because it's like 85 degrees right now. And this room is the hottest room in the house. Without exception. Even with the AC on, it's tough for this room to cool down. So, I'm sweating profusely. And not in a fun way. There we go. Our murder mystery has been solved by eating him. This is great. Just eat the evidence. There we go. Where are the waste pack? Wait, mechanoid repair. Okay, can somebody go get that? Wooshak, you're in charge of that sort of nonsense, aren't you? Oh, Wooshak. Where are the waste packs? Okay, that's broadly fine. Actually, those are really not my problem. Those can just happily... Baby one, what are you doing? Are you nature running in a toxic waste dump? Wow, kid. And you are heir to the throne. Ooh, there's some steel down there. It's really in kind of a finicky place, but it does exist. Heir to the throne. Doing nature running in a toxic waste dump. Okay. Well, they'll get this done soon enough. What I really want them to finish is this. And I need to get anyone moving on actually crafting this. There's got to be somebody on crafting one. It's Toblerone, of course it is. I don't really have a lot of really good crafters. Hey, Villa, why don't you work on that? because there's no prisoners. We don't really need to worry about you wardening right now. Okay, why don't you be number 1 on that? And, yeah, Vevin. I mean, Vevin's got the tentacle. I don't know how that's going to play out with the whole, you know, making bombs thing. What else have I got going on in here? Joy wires, mechanoids. I don't really need an ear anymore. Or that. I still need that leg at some point, guys. I need a leg. I think I'm just really shy on steel in general. But, oh, put the, hey, Dave, here's a smart idea. Put these up so they do that first. Because I don't want them wasting all the steel on a joy wire when we could be doing something else. Toblerone, I see you're moving very slowly. That usually means you're being a pain in the neck. How's the femur, kid? How's that femur working out for you? Ravenously hungry, psychite withdrawal. Yeah, well, go do some psychite stuff. Okay? I literally, Toblerone, I literally created a colony that is based around crippling drug addictions. And I have lots of drugs. So many drugs, Toblerone. So many drugs. They're right in the hospital. There's an assortment. Go take whatever the heck you want to cheer yourself up, or so help me God, I will shoot you in the femur again. Both of them. I assume we have 2 femurs, right? We must have 2 femurs. I mean, that just seems like it's a matching set. You know, femur A, femur B, something like that. I assume that's how they're labeled. Like, inside your body, I assume there's little labels on these things. Because otherwise, how do doctors do it? If you're a doctor and you're cutting someone open, and you're like, I don't know if this is femur A or femur B. And then it would have, like, one of those little stickers. Like when you assemble your own furniture. Like, you get a little kit, and it's got, like, the A, B, C thing on it, and then you read the directions, like, okay, I got to take A, and then put a screw into B, and then it'll go into A. I assume the human body is like that inside. There's all sorts of little stickers. Say A, B... I don't know, maybe the instruction manual's in your stomach or something. I have no idea. But Toblerone's about to freak out. Toblerone, would it help if you just went and did some drugs? Just as a suggestion. Why are you sleeping down there? Go do that. There you go. Go have some of that. There, you feeling better now? You feeling better now, kid? How are you feeling now? Yeah, now you're not in withdrawal, are you? You know, that's a... Toblerone, it's such a simple way to deal with the crippling drug addiction is keep doing drugs. Look at that. You're even making more. Hang on. I've had a baby. What's going on here? What is this nonsense? Wait, no, we can't have 2 babies named Villa. One baby named Villa and then an adult named Villa. What are you? What'd you come in as? A hybrid. Yeah, cool. And you can already breathe fire. Neat. Good for you, kid. Good for you. Okay, put baby Villa back in the tube, please. Yeah, put Villa in a tube. Thank you. She'll be fine. She'll be fine right there. Yeah, you can leave babies on the floor for ages. They're fine. They just sort of squirm around. So, no hurry on that, kids. Just whenever you get a chance, put the baby back in the tube. And no time for babies. Especially once they can breathe fire. You're going to want to get that thing submerged in some sort of liquid. Preferably not gasoline. Chibi, how's the art going these days? Oh, Chibi. Hey, you're already up to art 6. Damn, the kid is getting good over time. And the carpet is going in. No moves on my bombs. Huh? No thoughts that we're going to get a bomb going on anytime soon. I've got several people. I'm going to put more people on crafting. I don't even care if they can do it or not. Baby 1, you can do some of that. And Chibi, wow, you're terrible. You can do some of that too if you got nothing else to do with your life. I need literally everyone doing crafting. Please, I need to get some bombs made so, we can bomb things. Let me see some more of your art, Chibi. How'd this one come out? This is Chibi's statue titled Mother. Oh, that's both sad and adorable. Chibi, remember when your mother was alive? Because that is literally your last memory before, you were dead for 3.3 years. Yeah, you probably, said bye to your mother as she went off on Murder Team Alpha. You're like, bye, Mom. Bring back lots of human meat. And Marjo's like, I totally will, kid. Don't worry about it. I'll see you when you get back. And then all of a sudden, it's 3.3 years later, and you wake up to a colony of complete strangers. And Mom's dead. So this is actually quite poignant, really. It represents Polly being incapacitated. Okay, Polly's not your mom. I don't know if she's like a mother figure to you in any way, but you had like a real biological mother who's dead. So I guess, yeah, adoptive mother of some sort. We all miss Murder Team Alpha, Buzzkill. They were great at murders, right up until they weren't. Hang on, copy. Right up until we discovered the colony that was better at murder than Murder Team Alpha. Les, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, so we were really, really good at murders right up until we found the people who were slightly better than us at murders. Oh, I was going to summon a demonic horde, right. Sure. Who? Okay, so Chibi's terrible at it, right? How about Vevin? You've already got the stupid mask and the tentacle. Yeah, go for it, kid. But I want all the children in on this. I think it's important that children witness the dark arts in process. And that's all I can get, right? Just 4 of them. Okay. So, all right, we're going to have a psychic ritual, kids. We're going to summon demons from the abyss and hope we don't summon them within our own colony. I would like them to be outside, if that's at all humanly possible. And I'd like them to attack the turrets of the mech cluster. And I'd like it somehow so this all works out in my favor. Because you know what? It's been a long day. There's only so much genius I can do today. So the geniusosity meter is somewhat depleted. So don't make me have to pull for my reserve tank. Okay, nobody wants that. Nobody. Nobody wants that, I assure you. Okay, what happened? Wait, oh yeah, Vevin, you fell over. Yeah, you do that when you have a psychic ritual, don't you? Duck, you want to grab Vevin, please? Thank you. All right, prepare for what comes next. We probably will. I mean, prepare is a loose term. I'm going to be mildly conscious of it. I'm going to be mildly conscious of it. Preparing is another word. Oh, okay, Wilbur. Where is that persona thing? Where did we put that? Just search for it, Dave. It's way faster if you just search for things. Yeah, so... what's that, like a No. Protect per... There we go, that thing. All right, where is that? It's down there. Okay, cool. Wilbur. Actually, you're almost done with medicine production. Okay, just finish that, and then we'll just finish it out. Because you're literally going to be done in like 3 seconds with that. How smart are you? You're actually pretty smart. You're pretty smart. Okay, and then this is going to be done. Oh, Wilbur, don't take a break now. You got like 34 points, and we'll be done with medicine production. Then I'll go into microelectronics, and then I'll use the core to immediately learn that. And then there's all a plan to this, you see. Then we go into the crypto sleep casket, because then I can get the people out of the freezer. If I didn't have so much going on... Oh, this ghoul. Okay. I mean, that's fine. It's not actually that big a deal. No, not that quickly, please. Put everyone... Hang on, slow down. Put everyone in the runaway zone. And put the mechs into the runaway zone. Pretty sure the ghoul's going to go down in the trap corridor. Whoa. Okay. Okay. You know what? I'm not even going to look at those now. So, let's deal with the ghoul first. Priorities here. Priorities. Okay? Ghoul first. I don't suppose you're going to go anywhere near the mech cluster. No, you're not. It's kind of a long shot. Hey, Wushak, you're going to want to hustle. I'm pretty sure... Do I owe you a leg? I think I owe you a leg. No, just a lung. Oh, yeah. That'll be all the brain stabbing that we did. That's why you're moving so slowly. Everyone, and by everyone, I mean basically the 3 kids who are heavily armed, come down here. Villa, you are broadly useless at literally everything, so could you please go over here? Thank you. All right, the ghoul's coming in. I feel like okay, the ghoul's done. All right, well that was really rather anticlimactic. I mean, we got a shard out of it, which is neat, but that was somewhat anticlimactic. Okay, all the people can be undrafted. Never mind. Never mind, everybody. Polly, you can go about your business. Never mind, people. Never mind. Okay, what new research do you think I have? Ghoul infusion. Yeah, I'd love... A ghoul would be great around here. I'd love to have a ghoul. You need a lot of bioferrite for that nonsense. Now, what is Barrow's many enemies when it's at home? A 15-year-old digger. Ooh, that sounds like mining. Okay, he profaned a peace ritual between those guys and those guys. Dang. I mean, you got to be pretty bad if you profane something. Yes, I've done medicine production. Go away. Stop talking at me. So what I'm immediately seeing here is 2 things. One of them is genius. Rob, unfortunately, we do not have the infinite zombie generator, aka the Dave Box, hashtag trademark copyright the Dave Box, but great question, thanks for asking. Because I don't have enough of anything. So when we did Anomaly, obviously Anomaly dominates everything. It's all Anomaly all the time. What we've got this set on is a little bit of Anomaly, but not much. So we're not getting like constant demons showing up at our door. We've only ever managed to capture one, I think, and then we immediately killed it because it was far too dangerous to stay alive. So we don't have like bioferrite, we don't have a bunch of demons that we're researching, so no, Anomaly information is very slow, and we haven't had the Dead Life event. So that's the thing that will get me to the infinite zombie generator, aka the Dave Box, hashtag trademark copyright the Dave Box. Still waiting on that Nobel, thank you very much. So here's what I'm seeing here, team, because we're a team, we're synergizing right now and whiteboarding and blue skying. First of all, Barrow joins. I can't get any information about Barrow, but the fact that he's called a digger says to me maximum mining. That's not really the hard question here. The hard question is, I'm going to have 2 raids coming in, and we need food. We need food. I got to have 2 groups of people who are going to come down, go through my trap corridor, and then right into our stomach. And we saw how much meat we got with the last raid, and that was just 1 raid. This is going to be 2. So no matter what happens, I am doing this. And then I've got with 2 raids coming in, I have a reasonably good expectation that one of them might come from here and bump into the turrets. Now, I don't know if they'll actually activate because they're on, they're on a timer. But maybe they will, maybe they won't. Who knows? Tim, welcome. Pench cannot get the Nobel for RimWorld. He didn't create the infinite zombie generator, aka the Dave Box, hashtag trademark copyright the Dave Box. What's he done except provide a perfect start to finish run of vanilla RimWorld? I say perfect, it was a hot mess, but he actually learned all the way through. That was making it really well. For anyone who's starting RimWorld, I always tell them to go watch that because it will show you from beginning to end how to get through RimWorld. It's really well done like that because he, unlike some other people that we can talk about, actually listened to his comment section. And they all gave him really good advice, and he listened to it. So, back to Barrow and the raids. So, thing number 1, food. Lots of it. I'm anticipating these are going to be large raids. Okay? Thing number 2, there's a decent probability. I'm going to put about 20% that they're going to pop up around here. 15%. And that might be something we can use to our advantage with the mech cluster. But long story short, we're totally taking this. We're 100% taking that. We need a research project. You're darn right we do. And that research project will, in fact, be the multi-analyzer, which we will immediately do when we've got the Whoozy McWhatsit there. And I think we might be stuck around the house for a while because raid. So I'm going to take some time to expand the runaway zone. Let me see here. Like down into here. Like that, and we're just going to start carving through this mountain, just looking for any steel at this point. Any steel at all, I will take it. I mean, obviously, we're not going to get this far very quickly, but eventually, and if not, you know what? We'll be able to tunnel through to here. So this could go, like, right to there. All right, there's some good stuff at the bottom of that. And then, again, I think we're going to be stuck around the house. So let's go start carving this all up. Okay, down there, and then anything that's not in the runaway zone, we'll just kind of learn to cope as we go. Okay, turn everything back on. Mech repair needed again. Wushak, did you not? Oh, he's in the charger, it's fine. Barrow, welcome to the team. Slam everything into pause mode. Barrow, you need to immediately go in the runaway zone, and then I'll check you out. Okay, so, slow everything down. Barrow, come and chit-chat with me about things. I'm hoping you're wicked good at mining. You are. Yeah, 10 with a passion. Oh, you're an ascetic recluse. Okay, the recluse part is going to be a little fussy because we've got a bunch of people, but the ascetic is really easy. Do we actually have any... Oh, no. What? The Arco Nexus. Talk to me next week about that. I got no time for that nonsense right now. I don't actually have an unused bedroom right now. I could temporarily make one over here. I mean, that's not a completely 100% terrible idea. I don't really have a lot of other options. I can just throw you in here. You can just live in there. I don't care that much. Okay, put a door, if indeed I have any wood. Put a door here. No, let's try that again. A door here. No, one more time. A door here. Thank you. And then just a regular bed right here. That will be Barrow's bedroom. All right, for right now. You can move up there past the dead people, and the baby can go there. We're going to need to turn Barrow over to our dig. I say dig, I mean gig. I read Buzzkill saying dig, and then I meant to say gig, and then I said dig instead. So you see how that kind of all went down. Now, let's start to fuss with you a little bit. So obviously, number one on all the things you need to be number one at. Definitely you numero uno mining. You're my best miner. What can you do with crafting? You any halfway decent at that? I mean, you can technically do it. And then we all do construction whether we like it or not, and we all do plant stuff whether we like it or not, because that gets it done faster, even if you're terrible at it. What's your like skills here? Okay, you can shoot a gun. You're actually not even that bad at it. Okay, go grab. What are you doing now? You're digging at granite. Go grab a revolver. And you can go up with the shooty crowd. All right? I love your beard, by the way. I love everything you're doing with that. We probably need more trees cut down. So put the agrahans in the no-mech zone for convenience. And then cut down, I'll have them cut down like all of these trees down here. They shouldn't have much else to do. Harvest whatever's going on, but they're not going to replant anything. So that'll free up some time around here. Yeah, ascetic is great. That's so easy to keep him happy. In fact, he's not going to want this big a bedroom. He wants a smaller bedroom than that. But I can definitely make him happy fairly easily. He's not going to be wicked happy about the cannibalism. But we can work on that. Yeah, Alicia, it probably will be too big. This is just an interim bedroom, just for somewhere to put him. I mean, I suppose you could just go down here in the barracks, but, it's not the worst barracks in the world. He might actually like it. And by that, I mean he won't like it. What is the Arconexus? That's ideology. Oh, yeah. This is the big one where we move around. I really do want to do this someday. I really would like to do this. It's a huge production. But, I mean, obviously we're not going to do that right now, but I'd love to do that. Fail sleep. Welcome. I see what you did there, Les. Barometer. Aha! I see what you did there. And with the funny words and the whatnot. Barrow, how do you feel about the barracks? Like, what's your gig with that? You don't really have any strong opinion about the barracks. Okay. Yes, colonists left unburied. I'm working on it. When Polly gets up and starts researching tomorrow, then we can get the core going. Oh, I should put the Revenant spine in somebody. Cold snap. Okay, that's fine. We can cope with the cold snap. I can work with that. Although it wouldn't be a bad idea to have some heaters around here, now that we've kind of expanded this area. So how about there is a heater, say, here, and then maybe I'll put a vent in there or something. Maybe one down here-ish. All right, with the new geothermal thing, I should be okay for that. That'll kill off most of the plants, which is actually kind of a positive because they'll spend time working on the trees instead. No, we're not going to touch the spine. I'm going to implant it in somebody else to give them temporary invisibility powers. Barrow, would you like to be temporarily invisible? I know that's an odd question. You just joined us. You're just meeting us for the very first time. And you're like, hey, there's like 2 colonists that are dead in the freezer. Do you guys want to do anything about that? And our answer is like, yeah, we're not eating them. That's what we're doing. We're not eating them. And then our next question to you is like, hey, would you like to be temporarily invisible? Rob, vents are a great idea, and thank God my vent guy's here too. Yeah, we could pop some vents in here at some point in time. Let's get the heaters in, get doors in for a start. Vents are largely immaterial, considering there's no doors. But a vent here would be a great idea. So let's do... steel, though! Vents are like 70... Oh, they're 30 steel. Okay, that's not nearly as bad as I thought. I will put one there, and then we've got to find a source of steel. This is getting a little silly with the steel thing. I could deconstruct all of these traps and then replace them with wood, but definitely not now. Oh, speaking of which, we need to move people around. How about everyone's in the home zone until the raids are over, and the mechs, let me see, the clean sweeper in the home zone, Constructoid can just be in the home zone. Yeah, actually everyone else just in the home zone. That way when the raids pop up, we won't be very far away to run away. basically. Chibi is just fine, Tim. Thank God somebody's asking the important questions. Having a bit of a nap down here. Making terrible art. Absolutely terrible art, as any 13-year-old goth girl would. It's just awful, terrible art is going on. This is another sculpture of her. It's very poor. It's called Roulette, and it's a portrayal of a zebra holding a bow inside a settlement near a swamp. So you see the kind of art the kid is pumping out right now. But hey, you know what? It's art. Anyone will buy it. Anyone will buy this thing. This is largely put together. Okay, I need anybody working on this. When are we going to get some shells put together here, people? Because then I could start nuking the Thozy McWhatsit over here. Hey, speaking of which, Baby One, I know we just used your permission, but what is the cooldown on that? 22 days. Wow, it's gonna be a long time. That's gonna be a very, very long time before we can use those again. I'm very justified in what I use them for, though. How are we doing on food? We basically have no food for the animals. It's a good thing, like, periodically every season I check in on them to maybe see if we're feeding them at all. And you know what? Let's not make this out of human food, because we want that. I think we already have that set up. Yeah, we don't use human meat in that, because we want to eat the people. Okay, we want to eat the people, not the goats. We're not feeding goats to the people, or people to the goats. There are ghouls coming in. And I suppose that's going to be the twisted meat. That's not going to be the human meat. So what am I looking for here? That's what I'm looking for. Mass 91 what? Just as 91 meat. Oh, it is human meat. Oh, neat. Good, great. There's some more food. And human leather. Great. Well, we can make another beret. Fantastic. So keep things moving a little bit faster here. They've got some sort of, like, busy work tasks to get up with. The big thing I want them to do is get the shells done. Barrow, you're already taking the day off. Really, Barrow? Is that the best use of your time? I'd love to make better weapons for Barrow, but, again, steel. I cannot give up this steel right now. Again with the mechanoid repair. So somebody repair it. Whooshak, can you do anything with that? Yeah, repair Clean Sweeper 1. I don't care if I'm getting you up for this. Do what I ask you to do. Don't make me eat you. Don't make me eat you. Okay. Now what? What do we got here? Oh, we got hops. Oh, right, because we got hops growing up here. Yeah, we were going to get into the beer game. That's a thought. It's not the worst idea. Where would I think I would put that? Maybe in the hospital. So what is that again? That is the... what do they call that? Biofuel. Fermenting barrel, no. It's the one where we... What is it? A brewery. That's what I'm thinking of. Okay, so I put that there. We may as well keep all the drugs centrally located. Ah, not in a workshop. I think that's new. I think that's a 1.6 thing. I could be completely wrong. I often am. But yeah, I know in Odyssey there's going to be a lot more specialized rooms. And they'll have a penalty if they're not in a specialized room. And that said, not in a workshop. Now, I've seen things like bad temperature or outside or something like that. But I've never seen not in a workshop. Oh, interesting. I wonder what the benefits will be if it isn't a workshop. Well, I guess we'll find out. So, we're going to make wart at some point. So let's make sure we're storing wart here for a start. So, W-O-R-T, wart. Yeah, so make sure we store that there if we need to. And then we'll get a couple of fermenting barrels somewhere right next to the TV. It's probably a good spot. Actually, put them in the drug lab. That's a better spot. I know we need we need a research project. We're not actually researching anything. No wonder nobody's researching anything. Go back to the multi-analyzer, research that, and the second you get over there, I'll give you the core, and you can immediately learn it. So, hang on. Barrels. Barrel. Do you think this is a workshop, by the way? I'm not getting anything one way or the other. Okay. Is there anything steel that we can repurpose? Not much. Not a lot. Not that's within a comfortable range right before a raid. We've got some walls down here we can deconstruct. I'm just hoping to find a big pocket. And if I don't, there's some down here. And some components I might add, which I also desperately need. So we will tunnel down to that eventually. Ah, Polly. Hold that thought, Polly. Go use this, the core. Okay, that means you will instantaneously learn the thing that we're working on, the old microelectronics there. Now, do I actually have enough to put that together? Because that's an interesting question. Okay, then go on to Cryptosleep. Why can I not do it? I need the multi-analyzer to do it. Okay, I guess just biosculpting, just because I happen to be looking at it right in my face. So I want to move some stuff. I want to move this down to here. And then this. What? Hang on, everybody stop. Things are happening here. Wilbur's in a daze, as indeed Wilbur often is. You daze out, kid. You daze out. Let's put... Okay, mechs in runaway. People in runaway. No, that's the DD zone, which is admittedly the safest place in this colony, and we've proven that by the fact that DD's the only surviving member of the original colony. Toblerone's about to freak out. What's your problem? Psychite withdrawal. Go have some psychite. Stop whining to me. Just go have drugs. Okay, it's a perfectly justifiable response to a crippling drug addiction. It's just have more drugs. Because I need you on deck, kid. All right, so the League is here. Cool. Where are they coming? Oh, I don't suppose you'd like to go right by that mech cluster and activate it and get killed by it, would you? Actually, don't. Now that I said that out loud, don't. Because I actually want your meat. Because if they get killed by the turrets, I can't go get them. Okay, and there was definitely more, too. There was some other pack of them. Yeah, down here. Okay, I'm seeing 6. I'm seeing people who are not even going to get past the trap corridor at this point. So are you guys going to activate this? No, you guys are completely non-fussed. Like, neither of you is interested in the other one. Okay, it was an interesting idea. And by idea, I mean genius. Oh, and then the toxoids are here, too. Okay, again, a few people down there. Cool. Dinner's here, kids. Dinner's here. I'm not super worried about this. I would like Toblerone to do some hardcore narcotics soon. Because that'll kind of whip her into shape for a little bit. And then we'll just kind of wait for them to come through the trap corridor. I'm not even 100% sure we need to get up for this one. I think we might just be able to hang tight and let them walk through the trap corridor. Toblerone, have you done drugs yet? Where's, can I get Toblerone to the front desk? Yes, I know you're moving slow. You're coming off of drugs. You're in withdrawal. If you move a little faster, you could have some drugs. I should probably get a loose team together here, primarily composed of children and a complete stranger. And Chibi. Chibi's basically in charge of stuff. You're down, and wounded, I might add. You're leaving. Okay, you have fun with whatever the thing is that you're doing. Oh, Toblerone's already in a daze. Okay, well, that's on you, kid. I offered you drugs. You said, no. Wait, oh, these guys are fighting each other. Oh, they're hostile to each other. Well, of course they are, because Barrow profaned the peace treaty. Barrow, good job, man. I don't know how you profane it. And I don't want to know, because I'm pretty sure it involves bodily fluids. But, good job on that, kid, because these guys are fighting each other, and not me. Hang on, they've decided to... What do you think you're going to steal? Team, can you guys kind of come down here? They're being... These are fine. That's just somebody else's problem. Can you guys kind of come down here? They're trying to, like, steal stuff. And they're out. Okay, they're out. Okay, you're alive. Okay, and somebody else is fleeing, too. Are you any good at anything? You're a body purist. And you're depressive. Okay, I'm gonna... For the first... I know this is gonna come as a shock to many of you. I'm actually going to be a little more selective about who I'm taking, because my problem is mood. People are wicked sad. So I'm definitely not going to take a depressive body purist into a colony that favors ripping your limbs off and replacing them with toasters. You are going to be left to die, sir. Or ma'am, as the case may be. I don't know, and I largely don't care. We will take all of your weapons. All right, all the weapons are coming. So... let me just see who's dead where. So we've got people dead over here. Oh, we're definitely going to eat you. Yeah, certainly going to eat you. The rat has eaten a bit of you already. That's unfortunate. You're too far away. There's no chance I'm going to get you. I think I saw another living one up here. Oh, you're unwaveringly loyal. Yeah, see. How are your organs? Are you going to be dead in 3 hours? Chances are excellent I wouldn't be able to get you healed in time. And honestly, at this point, I want the meat more. Okay, you're dead. You're angry but leaving? Fleeb? I'm a little fuzzy on you, Fleeb. Hey, can we get the kill team up here again? The children and the stranger and Chibi. Could we get the kill team up here, please? These guys might still be technically trying to attack us. So, if we can get a couple of shots in and get more food, that'd be great. And it's nice that it's a cold snap out, too, because I've got time to go and get them. They're not going to go bad really quick. What is your name? Dorito? Oh, Dimitri. Yeah, same 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Team, just line up over here. He's got a club. I don't think this is going to take very long, and he's heavily wounded. And anytime you want to die. Okay, we fired like 400 shots and missed all of them. So they're technically fleeing now. Where's the other one? Could we kind of try and get that guy? Just as he's leaving? He's not moving real quick. Can we try and attack Fleeb? Attack Fleeb. Then you got any decent guns? Okay, we got some more shots on him there. Got a few more. We're moving faster than him, I'll tell you that. And let's try that again. Attack the Fleebster. There we go. Okay. Duck, why are you... You got you got a shotgun. Okay. All right, Fleeb, same question for you, kid. Are you any good at anything? You're, again, body purist. And a brawler, for that matter. I can't take a body purist in this colony. I have to be a little more selective. So instead, what I'm going to do is, first of all, claim your weapon, and definitely your medicine. And then, this is Disappointment Duck. He's a very unfortunate 10-year-old, and I'm going to have him deliberately murder you. Okay? I want him to get the kill. All right, there you go, Duck. Have a great day. You're going to be eating him later. Maybe you can have, like, the choice cut or something. Okay, everybody off draft. Wait, why is the baby having a problem? Do we not have any food in here? That's kind of a bot problem. That's not a me problem. Okay, put everyone back where they're supposed to be. So, all the humans except Baby 1, because I need to keep that kid protected. Baby 1, you can go in the home zone. The mechs, lifters can go anywhere. Constructoid and Clean Sweeper in the home zone. And then the Agrahans also in the home zone. I think that went very, very well. Now, what I am going to do is cancel these steel traps and replace them with wooden traps, which are not very good, but I can get wood. Steel is a bit of a problem right now. I know you're saying I don't have enough right now. I assure you I will very, very soon. Look, they even left some drugs. Toblerone, I'm looking in your direction. They even left some drugs. Okay, I think that went fine. Oh, here's some more over here. I think these are already geared to be wood. Yeah, these are fine for wood. And there's tons of wood down here. We've got so much wood down there. And we've got a lot of human meat. Yeah, a lot of dead people coming in. That's great. That's going to keep the gang happy for a while, let me tell you. So it's another 6 days before that thing activates. I'm inclined to... Oh, hang on. Dude, what's your name? The guy who just came in, the complete stranger. Barrow, this is your bed now. It's terrible, and as I understand it, that's what you want. So good luck with that. It's a little bigger than you probably want. We'll work out something smaller and more terrible for you later. I do need to get a little bit of power just kind of coming down this corridor here like that. No steel here, huh? All right, let's go off in a different direction then. So I know I've got a lot of mining going on right now, but there's nothing specifically wrong with that. So how about we did like a bedroom out here, like say that and maybe that. That could be a really terrible bedroom for somebody. And then this could be a slightly better bedroom for somebody. Okay. Now what? That actually put me in a reasonable degree of stability at this point in terms of, you know, the whole human food thing. Is it still cold enough here? Yes, minus 20, but it's also minus 20 because it's in the middle of a cold snap. Is that a recurve bow? Yeah, that might have a degree of value. We'll grab that. Clean sweeper out here mopping up the blood. All good. Okay. When can we do the summon the dark demon thing again? What's my cooldown on that? Cooldown 5 days. Okay, so a little bit of time on that. Now I really need them to start making those shells. Because in a weird way, I wouldn't mind aggroing that thing early. Oh, hang on. Speaking of which, we don't want to be in this zone. We want to be in the no mech zone. And then baby one in the home zone. And then the mechs, you guys need to be in the no mech zone. Remember, we don't go near the mechs. We're trying to make the mechs somebody else's problem. Area revealed. Surprise me. What do you got? Okay, that was fun. Neat. Colony Seed Rescue. Oh, Toblerone's had some sort of drug addiction problem. Yeah, you're down, aren't you? You're malnourished. Okay, you're malnourished. Somebody will get to you in time, but Chibi, where are you? You're gonna go have a snack, and you go get Toblerone. Toblerone, this entire colony leaned on you for a while, and I feel you're kind of letting the side down here, kid. The crippling drug addiction was fun at first, but now it's just becoming a pain in the neck, isn't it? You're always falling over, or freaking out, or whining about things. Also, I don't need nearly that many goats. Okay, how many boy goats do I have? Because I don't need that many. This entire set basically down here can go. Okay, right down. All of these guys are out. Okay, everybody out. I do see we made some kibble, so I'm at least feeding the animals. That's, that's something good, I guess. Who's starving? Is that Toblerone? Yeah, so can somebody go feed Toblerone at some point? Like Villa, you like doing things. You want to go feed Toblerone? Apparently Toblerone is starving. All right, we need the research project, because I got off track there. So now that we have the multi-analyzer, now I can get going on the crypto sleep cabinet when I get the multi-analyzer. I can't do that right now. So how about, looks like we've made a start on precision rifling, so let's go with that. And then I need them to move this so I can put the analyzer in there. Now, can I actually build that thing? No, don't show it to me like that. I don't like it when you show it to me like that. Show it to me in a different way that pleases me in some way. So the multi-analyzer, that's what I want to see. Yeah, 8 components. Okay, but I do have everything else. I can find 8 components. I know there's some down here. If we keep going down here, there are components down there. Nothing right here, naturally. Is there anything kind of very freely available that might be really, really accessible? What is this made out of? Oh, that's steel. Oh, that's fun. Destroy that. Just deconstruct all of that. Extreme break risk. That'll be Toblerone again. What with the lack of drugs? Get up out of the hospital. There's drugs right there, kid. Don't whine at me. I'm looking for components. It's much more important than whatever you're saying to me. No, nothing there. Nothing there. Okay. A trade convoy would not be the worst idea right now. Not for me. I want somebody else to come by. I'm kind of lazy like that. Minor break risk. Undignified bedroom. We're kind of working on that, kid. It's coming together. It's coming together. And we're getting some really nice carpet in there. Eventually. But first I need them to get the multi-analyzer up and running so I can do anything at all. If somebody wanted to maybe move the table. Everyone wanted to do that. Are we done with art, by the way? Probably we are. And we are doing stone blocks, right? I did unsuspend that. Yeah, I definitely unsuspended that. I just don't think anyone's... Oh, no, I was just going to say, nobody's doing stone blocks. Villa is literally doing stone blocks right now. Good job, Villa. All right, see? You didn't want to do craft... Oh, God, Toblerone's in a daze again. I might just shove you in a crypto sleep cabinet at this point. Maybe it's time to start winnowing out the weak from this colony. Whooshak, I'm looking in your direction. Toblerone. All right? In favor of people maybe more like Villa, who have caused me relatively few problems in the grand scheme of things. Wilbur, what's your problem? Remind me? You're just psychotically wandering. That's probably a justifiable response to what's going on around here. Speaking of Villa, how's your kid doing? What? Oh, the Lurigs are back. Yay! Now brunch is here. So everybody go in the runaway zone. And the mechs go in the runaway zone. Brunch came by. They're going to prepare for a while, then attack. The only hiccup with this is our trap cord. Oh, wait, we struck plasteel. Okay, I don't actually need that, but good job, Chibi. The problem with this is our trap quarters are really not reset. At all. Like, in any way. This one will manage. I'll be fine up there. This one, maybe. This one, not so much. Okay, so we're really going to make sure that the gang is down here when the time comes. Can we get better genetic material? Look at what I'm working with here, Buzzkill. Look at what I'm working with for genetic material. I got a cat lady, a guy with a tentacle, and Wooshak. And we all know how the Wooshak thing is turned up. What? A Bloomalope self-tamed. I literally said yesterday in my quest for biofuel, boy, it would be great if a Boomalope self-tamed, because then I can just have my own biofuel. And here we are. I don't actually need it, though, anymore. I mean, I guess I'll have it, because it will be just sort of a constant free source of biofuel. I'll shave off a few ducks in compensation for that. We'll just kill ducks until I feel I have enough room. In fact, we can get some more goats. And I really... You know what? All of these goats can go. That leaves me with like 3 goats. And I think that is more goats than anyone actually needs. So, that's fine. Undignified bedroom will work with. Need warm clothes will work with that. I don't know why people are freaking out. Actually, I don't want to put any tailoring tasks on because I want them to focus. Ooh, they did this. Cool. I'll put this up. We don't have the materials for it right now, but at least get it started. And then I can work on the crypto sleep caskets. And then I can get people out of the freezer and into a crypto sleep casket where they will not decompose. So I can kind of keep my options open on them, is what it is. Keep my options open, I say. This is... Tim, I know you were asking before about efficient ways to process human meat and generate human meat. I know this has been an important question for you. You see now, hang on, the Neanderthals are coming. I'll get to them in a sec. You see now, Tim, the efficiency of a large raid. Because now my freezer is full of corpses. And I got all the time in the world to chop them up and eat them. And there's more coming. There's more on the way. This is the most efficient way to get a large quantity of human meat, is to have people walk up to your door, knock on your door, and die. If only it were that easy in the real world. I need anyone who's like conscious, not insane, not a non-combatant. Polly, do you shoot things? Why do you not shoot things, Polly? You're actually really good at it. I think probably when we imprisoned you, you gave up your thing. Go get a machine pistol. Villa, I know you don't do any combat. Wilbur's out of it. Yevon, do you shoot? Do you have a thing? Why is nobody armed around here? Go get a revolver. There we go. And 3 people who are actually capable of doing this. Come down, yeah, here-ish, if you could. I think this is my most vulnerable area right here. And then I'll get somebody else to come in and help you. Disappointment Duck. Why don't you go hang over here with baby 1? You kids are heavily armed. Like super heavily armed. Like crazy armaments on you. And then the other 2 will... Okay, Polly, you got armed. Why don't you go hang with the kids maybe? Is there actually anyone coming from this direction? No. So we don't really need a lot of attention up there. And Yevon, did you get your thing? Okay, Yevon, why don't you come down here and you can hang out with the kids. They love tentacles. Kids love tentacles, they do. Okay, slow everything down. Yeah, this is definitely my vulnerable position here. So, Polly, actually, why don't you hang out here? We need a bunch of guns here. So, just kind of get right... Oh, you're already dead, but that's not going to last forever. I mean, the death part will. And it'll last for a really long time, because we're going to eat you soon. How are we doing over... Hang on, I got to keep an eye on things here. You've been dealt with. How did you get in the door? Oh, the lifter. It just looks adorable. Their weapons are bigger than their bodies. You guys are so cute. Okay, that's been dealt with. So, again, no incursions up here. Don't really need to fuss with that. Yeah, I think the only point of incursion right now is right here. So why don't you crazy kids come over here and shoot things? This is great. This is great. Okay, they're taking what they think they can get, and what they're getting is shot in the femur. We specialize in femur headshots. If you guys could like start shooting this guy, this guy in particular. There we go. Yeah, shoot. Okay, are you fleeing yet? You don't seem like you're fleeing. It's less flea-like than I imagine. Where do you think you're going? Because we're gonna wicked keep shooting you. Try not to hit the kids. Okay, you're dead. Everybody target, I don't know, this person. Okay, duck's down. Again, complete disappointment. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. God darn it, baby one. Why, baby one? Why are you so terrible that you died? Can I keep one royal person? Good news. Apparently Villa's in. Unbeknownst to me. Okay, hang on. I gotta finish the raid first. So, shoot this guy like a bunch, would you? Hang on, they're trying to abduct Disappointment Duck. That ain't right. Nobody wants that. Come back here with my duck. Not the duck that's in the actual animal pen. Could we... There... Okay, that's how... Yes, I know a colonist needs rescue. Well, in that case, you're not getting out of here alive. Alright, I've lost baby one. I've lost baby... There we go. Okay, everybody is dead that needs to be dead. Somebody, Yevon, go rescue Duck. I've lost baby one. Oh, dear. Okay, that... Good thing I wasn't too attached to that kid. Good thing I'm only attached to Chibi. Okay, everybody is dead. I've got a lot going on here. Baby one, we're just gonna bury. I mean, literally, the kid was 10. Not a lot of great skills here. Bringing them back will not help with royalty at all, so this one we're just gonna bury. Okay? People will love it. They'll have a ceremony for it and everything. Let's do a granite sarcophagus right here with the rest of them. Stop sending kids into battle. Alicia, they have to learn somewhere. Okay? You're not going to learn assault rifle shooting from a book. Okay? You'll probably learn where the femur is from a book. And then you got to go out and shoot people in the femur. Okay? This is like learning anything. You got to go out and do it, Alicia. All right? You can't sit at home and go, I'm going to get better at shooting people in the femur. What you got to do is grab an assault rifle and shoot people in the femur. Okay? And 10 years old, honestly, the kid's a little behind at this point. The kid is a little behind. Okay? I'm expecting better from baby one out of this point. I'm shocked Duck made it. So, let me kind of evaluate here as Duck. First of all, we got tons of food. I mean, that's really our positive takeaway here, isn't it, kids? We've got tons of food. When you say Villa has gained the title, do you mean you actually mean our villa? I don't know quite how that worked, but I'm willing to accept it. So Villa is going to get all royalized. Baby one, you'll go down there until we actually have your sarcophagus ready. And there's a bulk goods trader. Okay, let me check off a few boxes here. I'm aware that baby one is dead. We can do the night ceremony. We will momentarily. And she's going to go right up tonight. Wait a minute. Hang on. The death of a 10-year-old might have inadvertently been a positive boon. I'm a genius. I should have killed the kid 2 days ago. Because here's the gig. Here's the thing. Okay? Villa is going to become a knight and gain permissions that I can only believe are not on the cooldown that baby one had. This is... Oh my god, I'm a genius. I'm such a genius sometimes it scares me. Hashtag geniusosity. If I need new permissions, I just designate an heir and then kill off the royal. And then they just get brand new permissions. This level of genius is frightening. It really is. It's frightening. Okay? I have to live with this every day. You guys just get to turn off the computer, who's what's it there, and go, whew, that was a lot of genius. I have to live with this in my head every day. And it's a level of genius that is frankly frightening. Okay? This is the same brain that came up with the infinite zombie generator, aka the Daybox. Hashtag trademark copyright the Daybox. Still waiting on that Nobel. And now I've realized that if I desperately needed permissions like death from above, or summoning the trooper squad to maybe deal with, I don't know, this mech cluster that lives over here. All I have to do is designate an heir, and then kill off the royal. And it'll start the cycle all over again. This level of genius is terrifying to me. Terrifying. We have so many corpses to eat now. We have so many corpses to eat. Buzzkill, the answer is she avoids it. She just smiles and nods, and then she goes and sits on the hammock outside. That's how she deals with this level of genius. And I am here inside this genius. It's like being wrapped in a spiky blanket of genius. And you're like, wait, Dave, that sounds odd. Like, yeah, because it's a blanket, so it's comfy, but it's also spiky, so it hurts. This is the level of I have to live with this. And this just pops out of my head. Was Da Vinci like this? Was Da Vinci just sort of sitting around painting that lady with the smile? And he's like, oh my god, I just thought of a helicopter. And the lady's like, are we going to finish this painting or what? And he's like, I just thought of a helicopter. She's like, what's a helicopter? And he's like, I can't even with you, lady. I'm just going to finish this painting. Your hands look kind of weird, and I didn't get the smile quite right. Get out of my studio. I've just figured out helicopter, and I'm working on submarine. Is this what Da Vinci was like? Was he terrified by his level of genius? Hashtag geniusosity? Okay, I need to evaluate here for a sec. The best thing I can do actually right now is the bulk goods trader. Villa, our new royal person, who might be temporary depending on whether I need some more permissions. You're going to gain brand new permissions. Brand new permissions, and they will not have the cooldown that Baby 1 had, so I can just go out and do Death from Above again. I am, Penge, I'm glad you're here. Penge, I'm glad you're here. Les, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's, Penge, this level of genius is frightening. Frightening. Hashtag geniusosity. Here's what I've discovered, Penge. And I don't know how long you've been there. You might have been lurking for the entire stream. But, let me bring you back up to speed in the fastest possible way I can. We had a baby who was basically heir to the throne, and the baby did a bunch of things, and he wasn't allowed to do them anymore because cooldowns. And then my baby died. Possibly because I sent a 10-year-old with an assault rifle into battle against full-grown raiders. Generally that's gone well in the past. It didn't go as well for Baby 1 this time. We're calling it Baby 1, by the way, because it was the first baby we had. Now, you're looking at this going, hey, Dave, there's a kid named Duck there. Why isn't he called Baby 2? No, we've called Duck Disappointment Duck because he's a colossal disappointment. He was basically genetically engineered from our two weakest colonists. So he's basically a giant disappointment. And in fact, he's fallen over. And then we've got another baby. We haven't done anything with it. It's in a tube. I know you're saying to yourself, Penge, this is going off track, Dave. Talk more about the level of frightening genius, hashtag geniusosity, that you're experiencing right now. I'm working on it. It's just important you understand the trilogy of babies that we have right now. One of them, again, in a tube. So, the royal permissions, death from above, summoning a trooper squad, all the fun things you can do with the royals, they have significant cooldowns. Significant cooldowns. Like seasons before you can do them again. And with the death of Baby 1, again, the first baby born to our colony, did Da Vinci go through this? Did Da Vinci just like think helicopter and his head exploded? So with the unfortunate, if somewhat precipitous, passing of Baby 1, our royal heir, our colonist here, Villa, you'll know her because she's the purple one. That's how you know it's Villa. She's purple. She has inherited the royal title, as indeed royal people do. You're familiar with that. You're one of them British folk, where it's like, okay, I am queen, but no, I'm dead. And then the queen's son is like, cool, I am totally king now. And then the king is like wicked old, and the king's son is like, yeah, you're lasting for like 10 minutes. Don't even bother putting his face on the money. I'll be in here anytime. So anyway, Villa has inherited the title. And when we do the ceremony, she will inherit permissions, but they do not have the same cooldown. These are going to be fresh permissions to, death from above, trooper squad, just summon a bunch of cool aid from the royals. So I have inadvertently, through my level of genius, hashtag geniusosity, this explosive, frightening genius, I have discovered a fast track to getting permissions faster. I build up a royal, I use the permissions. If I need them again in a hurry, I kill the royal, and then the heir gets them. I need like French fries or something. I'm so excited. That's how excited I am. So, again, Villa, before you assume your royal title, could you please just go talk to the space people about space things, and we're going to buy space stuff? Because what I really use is some steel. We will sell all of Chibi's terrible, terrible art, her 13-year-old goth girl art. Just dump all of that stuff. Just get rid of that. I mean, god-awful art. She will get better, but not today. Not while she's listening to Bauhaus. No, not the Jade sculpture. I love that one. And don't say that. Yeah, wow. Chibi's entire art collection. Chibi's entire art collection. The wing of the Chibi Museum. It's only 388 silver. Best thing I can get from you is steel. Show me steel. Show me steel. Show me, like, all the steel that you have. Yeah, there we go. I will take all of that. Okay, I've got some money. I can spend some money. But 789 steel is exactly what I need right now, because then I can get the whatever, the microanalyzer or the multi-analyzer. We probably don't need that much smoke leaf. I mean, keep a lot, because we have crippling drug addictions here. So maybe, like, sell them 75. Okay? I would like to make a profit on this, if entirely possible. We will be making our own medicine very, very soon. I could probably sell off some of my human leather, because I've got a ton more of it in the freezer. Ton more. Heirs are effectively expendable, Penge. You're right. Will I run out? I can keep designating heirs until I run out of colonists. It's just... It's frightening genius, is what it is. I feel bad for myself, really, because this is going to come up again. Again, like Da Vinci, sitting there painting the Mona Lisa. And he's like, oh my god, helicopters. I gotta leave. Helicopters. And the Mona Lisa lady is like, dude, where are you going? And he's like, helicopters, and he runs out the door. Probably twirling, because he thought of helicopters, so he's like spinning around in a circle. I would so watch that show. I would watch, like, the Da Vinci show, and where he suddenly thinks of helicopters, and he runs out of the room while he's painting the Mona Lisa, and he's actually spinning, because he thought of a helicopter. I feel we could dump some human leather. I have a lot more of it on the way. In fact, you know what? Just dump all of it. I've got a freezer full of corpses that I'm going to butcher. So, that's going to be fine. And now I'm making money. What do you have for books? Principle of bow making. Yeah. Icy roulette. That's just wreck. And artistic up. That's good. What else did I need? I don't need any drugs. I make my own. Thank you very much. I make my own. You don't have anything good here. I've got a couple of kidneys, a couple of lungs. I'm well stocked on organs right now. They actually don't really have anything I want except for the steel. I wouldn't mind taking some more gold, but I bet I can come up with that through some sort of quest. Some quest will give me gold. I don't really need food, because I've got a freezer full of corpses right now. Yak beef. Oh, advanced components. I definitely need a couple of those. And any components. Actually, any components at all. And they've got 22 of them. Okay, I'm taking a little bit of a hit on that. I could sell off some of the meat in favor of, the humans, because we're into cannibalism. No, that's a terrible idea. Food is food. Focus on food. FOF, focus on food. Okay, accept that. That's all. Oh, I have a dread leather. No, they have a dread leather lab coat. That's the most exciting 4 words I've heard in that order in a long time, and I've been up since like 6. Accept that. Okay. Slam it into pause mode. Slam it into pause mode. Okay? We've had a lot of things happen here, and my head is exploding in genius, as you can see. It's terrifying. Terrifying. Okay? Does royal human leather command a higher price? Don't know, but I've got a lot of it. And more coming, by the way. We haven't actually scraped the corpses clean. There's still a couple of corpses around here. Raids are great. I love raids. Raids are the best thing in the world. Okay. A lot has happened here, and I can actually feel smoke coming out of my genius brain. Hashtag geniusosity. So I'm going to go put an ice pack on it and kind of reflect. We've got a lot to do next time. Okay, we've got Villa's Night Ceremony, which will open up 2 new provisions, and then we can go nuke the mech cluster, and then we'll probably bury Baby 1, and hopefully by that time I've got some crypto sleep caskets to put Marcus and Lon in, because I like to keep my options open on them. All of this, plus crippling drug addictions, cybernetics, and cannibalism. Oh, wow. Just be glad you're not me. That's all I say. Be glad you're not me. Okay? Be glad you're not me. Mrs. Davis. She's like, wow, I'm glad I'm not him. That's like how she greets me in the morning. Wow, I'm glad I'm not you. And then she just sort of smiles and nods and goes and sit in the hammock. But I need to put an ice pack on my head and eat French fries. Not necessarily in that order. Guys, thank you so very, very much for coming by and allowing me to do this publicly for you. I probably should have been stopped years ago. But here we are. We persist. And we'll pick up some more of this again next time. Remember, nobody is allowed to leave until I say so. Toblerone, I'm looking in your direction. Otherwise, we get shot in the femur. Okay? There's a solution for desertion around here. Thank you so very, very much, guys. I will see you next week. Go do far more important things to do with the rest of your weekend than this nonsense. Thank you.